There's some good basketball being played in the state of Mississippi. No, we known as a football state, rightfully so.
Man,
okay.
Yeah.
There's some good basketball being played in the state of Mississippi.
They hooping.
All right, so we got to talk about it, America.
Yeah.
I've got to tell y'all what's going on down here with this round ball, okay? Time to put our attention on it. All right. But before we do, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and make sure you put all your people on it. This is the realest, most entertaining sports show in all of the game.
Of all the game.
That is, put it on something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your homeboy first. That's my brother Tim G. Jacob, the honorable one.
Snowman, Santa Man. Call me Santa Man.
And of course, now as we tape, it's on Christmas Eve because the work don't stop. But when y'all see this, we still wish y'all a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. You're filming. Absolutely. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. T. Ole Miss got a record of 8-4 right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's these other two. Mississippi State, man, only lost one game. They're 11-1 right now. And our Southern Miss Golden Eagles are 11-2. Okay. America, if you want to know about the HBCUs in the state, make sure y'all check out my segment talking about Jackson State, and I, basically talk about SWAC preview and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you check that out as well. Okay,
get that up in you.
Get that up in you for real. All right, but tell you, I got a question for you. All right.
I'm
gonna focus my attention on state a little bit. Okay, they got Chris Jans. That's his name, I think.
Chris Jans.
Okay.
Yep.
He's taking over after the Ben Howland era is over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I paid a lot of attention to Mississippi State basketball because I had two players up there.
Yep.
During the Howland era, but now you got Jans coming out of New Mexico, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe it's New Mexico.
And he seems to have things rolling a little bit. Now, Jack State gave him a hell of a scale. Shout out to Coach Mo.
Shout
out. Gave him some smoke down there at the Coliseum, okay, for their traditional game that they come through there and do around holiday time. They come do a game at the Coliseum, okay. But other than that, they've only lost, they won that game. But outside of that, the only blemish
was to Drake.
Yeah.
And then I think that was one of the most slept on the road type ordeals.
Uh-huh.
But again, think about State though is offensive firepower. That's my pause in a sense.
Okay. Well, that leads me to this question then.
All right.
Do you think State can end up winning the regular season title for the SEC? Okay. This is a year in which the behemoth, the boogeyman, Kentucky, seems not to be.
They're not there.
No, Kentucky. Okay.
Currently,
as we taping this, rankings gonna come out again on Monday, but we taping this on Saturday, Christmas Eve, America. All right. But as we tape, Mississippi State is 15th in the rankings.
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky down here 19. Mm-hmm. Okay. So when you got the boogeyman, not being as scary as usual.
Yeah.
And you got to deal with the likes of some of these other teams. Now they hooping too. Tennessee, as we tape, is number 8. Yeah, Alabama, number 9. Okay. Arkansas, the fighting Nolan Richardsons. They are number 10. Okay. So you got some other good basketball being played in the SEC, but I always just kind of think like the SEC, you think Kentucky. So with them not being like that right now, is it up for grabs for Mississippi State to get one?
It is, but it kind of goes to what I was saying about the offensive firepower. State's going to have to be very, very, very good defensively to beat teams in the SEC. Arkansas has some really good firepower. I got a chance to watch them play against, I believe it was Creighton.
Mm-hmm.
But Arkansas's got some guys that can get in their bag and go get it done. Alabama's another team that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
They've got some very good talent over there.
Mm-hmm.
LSU's in the mix, surprisingly. Missouri's in the mix right now. I mean, they're 11-1.
Mm-hmm.
So the SEC has just got a lot of depth, and really it's just going to boil down to for State. Right now, if you look at their statistics, Tulo Smith is the only guy that's really in double figures. There's some other guys that's around 9 a game, but maybe that's just not State style of play. DJ Jeffries, for one, playing really well. Style of play, State's not a up and down type team from what I saw. They're more pace, control, get in their set, work the ball inside with Tulo, those kind of things, and get the and you know, swing it around, get the open shot, that type of stuff. Those other teams in the SEC, like Alabama, Arkansas, Tennessee, they've got some firepower, man. So State's gonna really have to have their calling card is gonna have to be defense. They're gonna have to limit teams, limit second chances, and play 5-man basketball. Really, it just can't hang on too low. It's got to be everybody contributing. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible. Anything's possible, but they got a test coming up against Alabama Wednesday, and that's gonna be a litmus test right there. That's gonna define a lot going forward. So,
and where is that one to be played?
It's in Starkville.
So it's at the Hump.
Okay, it's at the Hump. And it'll be a good game, man. And you know, I just think State's just got to play their pace of ball. Stay up and down the floor. That's not their game, from what I've seen. That's not their game. It's get it in, work it around, get it inside, get in your sets, limit second possessions for other teams. It's all those different things. That's what's going to be State's calling card this year.
Okay. All right. I'm going to roll down here. Go down 49. Hit the Hattiesburg.
Mm-hmm. You going to stop and get you a Ward's burger, though?
No. I ain't never fooled them.
You ain't never fooled Ward's?
I ain't never had it. All right. I might give me some Raising Cane's once I get to Hattiesburg.
Oh, my God. You going to go up in traffic and get your car hit. Okay.
No. The deal already did that round here.
Well,
to myself, it's fuck Bambi right now. Fuck Bambi. I don't fuck with him. Okay, but I'm gonna go down there to Hattiesburg. So Miss Lemon 2. Okay. With Coach Lander. I think that's the brother's name down there.
Coach Jay Lander.
Okay, Coach Lander.
Yep.
Seems like he got things rolling.
He got things looking good.
Is he returning us to the era of James Green?
See there. Now, why
we haven't won a conference title since James Green.
Here you go.
Think about that.
I don't want to think about it.
Think about that. We have not won a conference title since James Green. You're not going to shoot this ball until it's 7 seconds or less on the shot clock. Okay? It ain't it. Forget what that Phoenix Suns system was.
Yeah, not 7 seconds or less to shoot.
Do not shoot it.
Do not shoot.
There is 7 seconds or less on that thing. That's what James Green
That's what we did. That's what we did. Okay. Saw a lot of really good chest passes in that day. A lot of good chest.
He won a conference title. He won the Conference USA.
You're a nice guy. That's all I'm gonna say. You're a very nice guy. It's Christmas.
James Green. Shout out to James Green.
It's Christmas time. Right now, Marshall is in the mix. Louisiana's in the mix. Looking at it, Troy, Arkansas State, ODU, James Madison, all those schools are in the mix. But we got a shot to win this conference, man. USL's got a shot to win this conference, man. We beat Vanderbilt. That was a good team. Northwestern State, we lost to. They're a challenging team too. Northwestern State's one of them sleepers. They're a sneaky little team. We went to Liberty, beat them, which they tell me Liberty's got a really good team. Winthrop is another one of those teams that's sleeper, kind of sneaky good, and I think they're Big South, I believe. They're sneaky good. I mean, the schedule is a schedule, but beating Vanderbilt was a good win. Went on the road, play UNLV, lost here recently. But we got 3 guys that can score the ball. That's the thing that I like about Southern right now is young man Felipe Haas. He's leading the team with 16. Then we got Austin Crowley, Austin Crowley's averaging 16 as well, and Mr. Pinckney inside is averaging about 12. And Austin Crowley, you know, seven boards a night kind of guys. I mean, we got a really good team. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do in this Sun Belt, man. They got I think Troy coming up. Yeah, Troy is the Thursday night game. So I'm gonna try my best to put my eyes on that. But Troy's a Thursday night game at home as well, just like Mississippi State. So litmus test once again, getting into conference play. Hey man, NCAA, we're just gonna have to go win it, you know, or either be ranked like State, something like that, to go get in the tournament. Because the NCAA don't like to give us nods in the tournament. Just be honest. You either got to smoke through, win the regular season, or win the conference tournament, something like that, to get in with them, really. But we just got to the state as a whole, the state colleges have to just continue to assemble body of work. Just continue to assemble body of work. Knock off a couple ranked teams like State, for State, for example. Knock off a couple good teams, rank ones, on the road, at home, whatever. Get those resumes built. I don't understand why you got to build a resume to get into the tournament, but I guess that's just the way it is. And then for USM, truly they got to win the Sun Belt. They really just got to win the Sun Belt, because I don't know how much credence they're going to give the Sun Belt. I don't know how many ties they're going to give the Sun Belt to make it in. So that's the way that should go. And I'm, you know, I think we got a shot, man. We got a really good team. I love to put my eyes on them before we get, you know, into conference tournament time. I like to go watch them. I'm interested.
Well, what are your thoughts on Ole Miss up there? I know they got Kermit Davis. I know they got the young king from Callaway, who was hoping for real, Mr. Ruffin. Yeah, I've seen him in person numerous times. You know what I'm talking about? When he was at Callaway, shit, he's a ball player now. But you know, he is undersized. But shit, he's a hoop.
He's not even starting, but young man, is McKinnis starting? Young man from Jack State?
You had to bring that up.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, you know, we talking about Ole Miss right now, and he was one of the guys that was there, and you know, we just giving them some love.
I missed that man over there at Jack State. You did not have to bring that up.
I know.
See, my blood pressure just went up.
I know.
Went up.
I know you do.
Shout out to Javius McKinnis. Y'all that don't know that man was, if I'm not mistaken, back to back SWAC defensive player of the year. Okay, so Ole Miss getting him was a steal.
It looks like from what I'm seeing from Ole Miss, stuff I'm reading is everything is they're very guard centric, interior wise. Yeah. Maybe McKinnis is just trying to kind of find his way. He started this last game against North Alabama.
Well, he was limited offensively, you know.
Right.
He's a defender and, you know, rebounder, you know, shot blocker, that kind of stuff. He got stupid bounce.
Right.
You know, now he can score for you off of drive and drop off, or you know, in a dunker spot type of thing, or you know, screen roll lob or something like that.
Back to basket game, not.
Oh shit, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Ole Miss is gonna be interesting. They're gonna be interesting. That North Alabama loss didn't help them. So they're looking more kind of NIT-ish at the moment. They're gonna have to. I definitely ain't gonna say they SEC champions or nothing like that, but they're looking like NIT type team. But you know. Hey, we've seen different. We've seen some different stuff in the day. We've seen teams ride a wave and go win it. So anything's possible in basketball, man. Basketball is just so flaky, man. So up and down. I mean, North Alabama was favored. For instance, Ole Miss, North Alabama, they were favored by 22. Ole Miss was favored by 22 points.
Well, why you mention that? Shout out to my boy D.D. Kendarius Smith. Okay, he's one of the ones that was with North Alabama. I want to say when they made this step up to a D1 program. And He's a professional hooper overseas. So shout out DD. Shout out. What probably the best ball handler I've seen live. Ooh. I still haven't been to an NBA game in my life, so I haven't seen Kyrie and Steph do their thing. Okay, but just from what I've seen live in my face, now you might say I'm biased because I coached a little motherfucker. That boy got that bitch on the string. Okay, so shout out to you. I know he was happy about that win. North Alabama beating Ole Miss.
He better be. He sure better be.
Yeah. That's a Velma Jackson product too, by the way, for those of y'all, real ones that y'all from Mississippi. I know the kind of program Velma Jackson had. Don't play now. Still got. Don't play.
They hooping up there.
But so you NIT is the prognostication you said.
Yeah, I mean, it's they're a very interesting team, but they're very small. Seem like the guards are really the catalyst.
Mm-hmm.
You need some size in that tournament. You need some guys to pound it, get it done inside. You need some size, man. You need some size.
Mm-hmm.
Size is a luxury. Size is one of those things where you can kind of take that where you go. Now again, that can go against you because you can get into a game where teams get you in foul trouble early, get you too early, you go sit. Do you have the depth to supplement that type of stuff? But Ole Miss, they're not. I would probably make them the third of the big three at this point. I'll probably make them the third of the big three.
Okay.
It just looks like, looking at their schedule, they played a pretty, they played some teams and they started out 6-0, and they played Oklahoma, lost by 4, played Memphis, lost by 11 at Memphis, played Central Florida, lost by 11, and then they lost North Alabama. So they've had some tough ones.
That's the one right there, though.
The North Alabama game?
Yeah, that's the one. Like, if they get, that's the one. You know how Joe Lunardi and them motherfuckers, man.
Bracketology.
Yeah, that bracketology come around. They be looking at them bad losses.
Yeah.
They gonna say.
And because North Alabama ain't even leading their conference right now. I think they're like 8-5 or something like that. So, yeah.
They're a small school. They probably had to play a lot of money games. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And for non-conference, but that's a bad loss.
Yeah, it's a bad loss.
That's a bad loss, but we shall see. We shall see. All right. Well, we're locking in on basketball coverage. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to be watching. Make sure y'all watch as well.
Yes,
all right?
we will.
And let us know what your predictions are for basketball here in the state of Mississippi. All right. Put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?